Okay, and it's recording. There's Dad and Mom going down the rock gardens here in Fort Worth, Texas. And it's windy right now and very cold. I'm going to try to move down here, get a little bit closer to the edge. Hey! Mom! Here comes Mom! Mom doesn't like it down there. It's too... Isn't that a weird feeling down there?
Yeah!
Well, BJ and Dad... BJ and Dad are going to go on down.
Wow.
All the way down to the bottom. Right now, they don't have much water in this thing. I don't know why. Unless because it's been so cold lately that usually that water down in that bottom there is all the way up to almost to where those big 3 waterfalls are coming out. So hello! There goes a train by. BJ's pointing up. Water here is used, the city uses this, believe it or not, because they have a central heating and cooling plant. And this water is actually from the cooling towers here that they use for chill water for our buildings here in Fort Worth, the city anyway. And all this does is lower the water temperature before it goes back to the chillers. And that may be the reason there's not a lot of water here now, because it is cold and they're probably not using the chillers as normal. But anyway, that's about it, and they're coming out, so we're going to turn this thing off now. So I want to show you this.
Right at the end.
That's it. That's the courthouse.
Tell me about the Texas Rangers.
What is it, honey? What's that building?
Courthouse.
Courthouse.
The Texas Ranger, you've never seen that?
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh, yes, I have.
Well, when they show a courthouse scene, this is the one they're showing.
Well, I knew I'd seen that before.
Yeah, what do you want to do now, honey? Because this street looks like it's closed.
I just want you to...
Condos that they're building.
It's huge.
You wait till we go to Dallas.
Oh,
What?
You think that's a big building?
Yeah, this is just, you can see all the scaffolding and work up through here. And this town was really, at one time, not long ago, was pretty bad off.
Yeah, that looks familiar. Or all that scaffold work.
Yeah.
Old courthouse back. Right in front of it now. The other time we was about a half a mile away and we took
The old
video shot.
Old courthouse.
They like the cold weather. Once it gets hot, they just die.
Oh.
But Dad, I don't want you to take a picture of this. See this building here? It's actually paint.
Fine. It's fine right
Look
there.
at the work on the buildings. That's right in the rockwork, isn't it, Earl?
Yeah.
That's not painted.
That's stone.
The longhorn.
The cattle is stone?
No, see, over the 4 squares on each side,
Yeah.
where the longhorn and the CT, and that's all
It's tile work.
tile work made right in the building.
Oh, okay.
And the others are painted.
Now see this red building after you get through here with that glass all on top of it? Those are condos over there now. Yeah, and they're doing this all over Fort Worth.
Condos?
Yeah, over
Where
here.
the dome is, the glass dome?
Yeah, and above that where the big hot green roof is. Back
shit.
behind me. But anyway, people are wanting to move back to the city here. So wherever there's a building available, they're turning those into condos and little offices.
That's amazing.
The black one on the right, one with the barricades around the front.
Okay.
No, we're gonna
I can't get much of it, but...
Well, I'll go back around the other.
No, I got it now.
I'll go back around the other side. But anyway, that's our federal building here in Fort Worth.
Say we're on our way out. We're going to the stockyards?
Yeah.
Okay. And Throckmorton Street.
Throckmorton, yeah. Just wanting Dad to get a little bit better shot of the federal building, right? It's all right. Well, I'm beat that. I think so.
What happened?
I don't know if that road's closed or not. Right lane's closed. No, right here, I see. No, I can get through there.
You go right ahead.
Fort Worth, Botanical Gardens here. Usually this time of year, Dad, there's a lot more blooming. But it's just been it's been an unusual
winter all over the eastern part of
unusual winter all over the country.
Yeah.
I haven't cleaned the garden.
Yeah, it refuses to give up for some reason.
Like right now, it's just, as you know, it's cold outside right now. It's windy.
Better believe it is.
There's a few
They got a few things blooming.
things blooming. They got Japanese garden up here. Which way, Ben?
Just going up this road and turn around and come back. Yeah, straight ahead. That's a building for this garden, and you can go in, and this is part of the restaurant. You can buy some things in there, and they've got a Japanese garden. You can get tickets in there and walk through the Japanese garden.
I bet this is a good place to go for this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Japanese garden's back to your right.
Saw the direction sign.
But there's nothing here.
Red buds are beginning to blow.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, it looks to me like this was something like 2 or 3 weeks behind time.
Yeah, it is. But, for Texas, the trees here, as you can see, are a lot larger than...
Yeah.
Because these trees hadn't been cut. But most all these trees around Dallas-Fort Worth, this was mostly ranches at one time. And all the old trees are gone. So, it's about time, man.
Japanese garden.
This tree over here. This is perennial. They have something blooming in there all the time.
Well, that's about it.
Another one, Arthur?
Yeah, this is the inside.
Okay.
This is...
Oh, yeah. I remember coming by here.
In the summertime, see this clock? They have that all planted in flowers, and then the time is, in the middle of the flowers.
I noticed the time's correct on it, too.
Yes, it is always correct.
Yeah, like 7:10.
Oh, well, it usually is. Well, they're working on it.
Yeah, it was. Well, I noticed the other time we passed by here, it was correct.
You know what they're doing? They're laying out the flowers.
Yeah, so they had to stop it.
And we're going to go inside this building with all the glass on it over here. They have a flower show going on, and there's a butterfly center, and it's just really pretty.
Which building, huh?
The one with the glass.
Dark.
How do you go in there? Right there? Through this?
I forget.
You probably
Yeah, I
do.
think we do.
I'll let y'all out up here then.
Okay. See, those are all yellow pansies right there.
Unloading on there. That's all we want to do is unload.
Yes. Are you going to...
They got everybody busy. You know what we need to get when we go down to Stockyard? We need to get one of those Texas spinners that Maxine wanted, that we never did get in there to buy Saturday night when we were down there. Remember the spinning flag thing?
Yeah.
She wanted one of those, so we'll have to pick up one of those.
I just looked something
Here.
I don't know.
Oh, but I can use what you get. They're all small,
$5.
but they're all small.
Here's one. Must be
They're still
medium.
small.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you can take it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what a bird feeder this is. Shitty. The size of it.
Grandchip like something like this, John?
How does she like me? What a good smell, and there's something those fires there.
Too bad you can't get that on film, isn't it? Smelling?
Well, I'm going to tell the public about it at least. And the birds, they're not glass birds, they're for real.
This must be some variety of orchid that we're smelling.
Yeah, I would think so. Anything on the guide? Here we are at the Pecan. Mom and Dad. It's almost like being in a jungle. All tropical. Beautiful. His dad, I think he's gonna go down to where the goldfish are. They're in a little pond right there.
Big green leaf, all the leaves are very good fruit in the farm.
Boy, those orchids smelled good up there, didn't they? Those were orchids we were smelling when we came in.
Were they? That's a nice smell.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, I missed
They grew in
that.
Hawaii. They grew everywhere in Hawaii.
I'm going back to what looks like the Jolly Green Giant romaine lettuce. Of course it isn't that, but that's what it looks like. A fern from South Africa? Looks like bamboo over in the jungles of the South Pacific. What it looks like to me.
little thorns on the outside of this tree. And I guess it's Mother's Nature way of keeping the animals or varmints from climbing up in it and tearing it up.
Yeah, it says here, want to climb me? No way. Woo.
That's such a pretty tree. And then look at these things. They're like grapes just hanging.
Pretty.
Different kinds of stuff.
Oh, look here. This is from Sri Lanka, and it's a source of sugar there in this pond.
So you eat these things? They're like grapes.
The fishtail palm is a source of sugar. The sweet sap produced by the palm's flower spike is collected and made into sugar. The flower spike. I wonder if they consider those flowers. I bet these are the flowers.
These are almost like grapes.
They are like grapes.
And they are edible?
They get the sugar from the flower spikes. I think these are called flower spikes. I think that's what they're calling the flowers. Did you want to film that explanation right there? In Hawaii, too. Look here. From the roots of the Zamia polea and collect the starch from the roots by pounding them and rinsing the pulp with water. After the liquid starch was fermented and dried, it could be used in making bread.
Well, how
Nice that
interesting.
they came up with that.
Oh, Maxine, when you view this tonight, you can see what's going to happen to yours. You have one of these in the tub. Here we go. I believe you're going to have to put another story on your house. How about that? Those plants are growing right out of the log. No soil whatsoever.
Oh, air log. Air plant.
Yeah.
This is stuff in that.
Banana tree?
You get that? There's actually banana growing up there on the end of that flower.
That brings back old memories.
Look at these orchids from here. Aren't they beautiful?
Oh, I got that. Stockyard. Fort Worth stockyard.
And on the left will be the rodeo where we went. Rodeo Plaza up here on the left.
don't I want to park?
Well, we want to go up to Billy Bob's,
Oh, okay, I won't.
where we went to the rodeo.
So I can say I've been to Billy Bob's.
I'll just go up here and turn around. Okay. 5 stop. Okay. This is all.
What you're saying is now over here to our right, this was the holding pens, the original holding pens. When after, really, they drove the cattle in here off of the range.
Yeah. They still do that. Every year they have.
But this is for show now, isn't it? Because they haul.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an old part of Fort Worth that's still here.
Okay, I follow you.
And actually,
See all these stockyards over to the right now?
see way back in there now? That's some of the original holding pens for the cattle. They used to have cattle drives here. And they still do in the summer. They call it Chisholm Trail Week. And everybody comes from all over the country. And they actually drive. I don't know if you remember this past summer. They started driving cattle from Fort Worth and they drove them all the way up into Minnesota. It took them like 6 months to get there.
Yeah, I remember that, but I didn't know
Cattle.
they started from.
They started from right here.
They did?
When they have,
I got it. Isn't that something that cowboy wrestling that longhorn down?
I got some of that coming in.
See that general store?
You ever buy any
Take a
clothes?
picture of this truck there. I mean, that's a real Texas vehicle right in front of
That
us.
truck in front of you? That's a Texas vehicle.
Right there. That's a normal cowboy.
You mean it? It's got to be a wheelie? I mean, dually rather?
Yeah, it's got a bit dually. That's a real Texas vehicle there. That's what it's called, a real cowboy. Now, where we going now?
Billy Bob's. And
Looks like they might have had 40,000 in that one.
show him the sculptor out there on the left.
Oh, my.
That's a very famous
That's a
Western
cattle
horse.
drive over there, isn't it?
That's a,
Oh, my.
And it's something else.
And this is a true Texas.
That took a lot of work to do.
oh yeah, those are made out of bronze. We
That's
just
right.
pulled up there today just to walk in.
Can I
Earl.
get that?
Wait a minute.
Did we just pull up there today to walk in the Bob's Furnace? Yeah, today.
Heard Mom and Dad's in the front of Billy Bob's, Texas.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Now we're gonna go in one of the world's largest honky-tonk bar. I guarantee you. On Friday nights and Saturday night in Fort Worth, Texas, all the cowboys are here. And cowgirls.
We're not going to do that.
They
We're going home.
I want you. Very rare too. That looks like our woman. We're gonna get a barbecue. I'm gonna go get a barbecue.
Actually, it's on down there a little bit more, Dad. I want to get that Abilene sign.
Oh, okay.
See there? Abilene and Dallas East.
This doesn't look as good on this end, though, does it? Doesn't.
Pretty complicated myself.
Yeah, that's a lot of overpasses. There's 3 or 4 of them. 4 over top of this 35.
What's the name of that street again? I think this end of it looks...
Yeah, we're on our way back. Back to where we started from. Back to Earl and BJ's home.
Maybe not.
There aren't still any signs that say Gearhart in this room.
Is that what you want?
Yes.
These old campers.
Miller Brewing
This is
Company.
the big one. I think it's called RV. Like that in there.
Here.
I don't know. It's not everywhere.
It's a half a mile up yet.
Bread factory there. Now you can make bread and bakery. Fair bread. You heard of fair bread?
Yeah.
Well, we know you can only go off one way.
You see the lot. There's a packaging company.
Get off here, back.
Yes, I think so.
I know, Dad.
Yeah.
No, that's garden acres.
Yeah. Not only that, but his whole ranch country out through here, right?
Yeah. Few cows up here on the left. Down in there, some.
What's that, Nanny?
Oh, yeah, long one.
It is out company.
Here it is.
That's a pretty little town down here.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Do they have Western Pie?
I don't know.
San Antonio will have.